Techstars is here to build on the legacy of Greenwood and contribute to the startup ecosystem in Oklahoma by attracting some of the top startup founders from all around the country to build in Tulsa.
This is Demo Day.
I'm the third of my name. The first worked in a factory for $1 a day and sharecropped until he saved up enough to buy his own farm. The second was the first to get a high school and associate's degree, owned his own business, worked in management for a Fortune 100 company, and saved up enough to earn himself a comfortable retirement. I'm the first one of us to go to college and the first in my entire family to get an Ivy League degree. And I have the great privilege... That is cool. It's all right. And I have the great privilege of working in a career and a field because I want to and not to earn a living. And my son, the fourth, right back over there, will have the financial freedom to choose whatever path in life he wants. That journey took several generations. My goal here is to help speed up that process for as many people as I can, so then they can use their resources to help improve their communities and the world. Because I truly think that supporting entrepreneurs is the best way to make that happen. There he goes. Is the best way to make that happen while also benefiting the economy and society as a whole. Because technology and innovation are the incubators of human potential. They challenge our limitations, transform our perspectives, and propel us towards new horizons. I'm Trey Baker, Managing Director of the Build in Tulsa Techstars Accelerator. And I'm very excited and grateful that you all are here tonight, but first I'd like to thank my team, Brittany and... Wait for their names, sir. Brittany, our program coordinator. Leticia, our program manager. Our investment associate, James. And our VC in residence, Miles. I also like to thank our partners at Build in Tulsa, who are led by the formidable Ashley Sims and Desiree Freisen. And there are too many to name individually, but I also want to express our gratitude to our amazing mentors who've been engaged with our founders over the past 10 weeks, helping them from everything from product to pitches and making key introductions. Techstars is a top-tier global accelerator and, as of this year, the most active pre-seed investment firm in the world, with 54 programs, almost 4,000 investments to date, and nearly $100 billion in total portfolio market cap. In order for companies to even get into Techstars, we have a very thorough screening process, narrowing down hundreds of applications to 12 of some of the top startups from around the country. Some of the places these companies come from in the current cohort are California, Vegas, New Jersey, Detroit, Florida, Texas, Colorado, Ghana, and all the way, way down in Oklahoma City. Just by getting into Techstars, these companies are already in the top 1% of tech startups globally. And our goal is to accelerate their progress through our 3-month accelerator program and with our massive mentor and alumni network. And Techstars has come to Tulsa thanks to the generosity and support of the George Kaiser Family Foundation, OCAST, Atento Capital, and the Schusterman Family Philanthropies. Techstars is also supported by our global network partners who provide perks and their products and services for our founders, and also their expertise through workshops and office hours. And if you are interested in joining them in supporting our work, please reach out to anybody on my team. And finally, I'll just leave you with this. Building a startup is extremely hard, and the failure rate is extremely high. Most people don't think of Tulsa as a place that would have a thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem, but it's happening. But we still have a ways to go. So while you're all here to cheer on these companies, please think about how you can help them succeed and also make Tulsa an attractive place for them to build their companies. Because we got them here for 13 weeks, you got to help them keep them here. Even if you're not an investor that can write a check or a potential customer, you have a network that may be able to help these companies attract customers, talent, and/or capital. So if nothing else, please help spread the word, amplify them on social media, and make any introductions you think might be beneficial. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the Spring 2023 class of Techstars Tulsa.
You thought I was done? Oh my God. No. Oh my God. Gotta face it, I'm the one. Oh my God. Ho. I want the check, want the check, want the check. Give me my respect, my respect, my respect. Medals on my neck, on my neck, on my neck. Tell them I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pinkey Patel, the CEO and the founder of Myri Health. Four babies are born every second, and with each birth, a mother is born too. Picture this, the dream, a blissful image of motherhood. Society paints a picture that the ultimate dream is forming a family. The reality, isolation, and lack of support. No one tells you that you'll be navigating on 1 to 2 hours of sleep while operating through extreme highs and lows, all while ensuring another human thrives, often from your own body. It's time to bridge the gap in resources between the dream and the reality, and that's exactly what Myri Health is here to do. What happens whenever you walk out of those 2 hospital doors? Usually nothing. The average time between delivery and the first and only postpartum visit is 6 weeks. 40% of women don't make it there, and postpartum does not end at 6 weeks. The Myri Health app is a science-backed tool recommended by gynecologists and physical therapists. When the mother has a baby, she can immediately access personalized rehab, expert articles, and community. Myri is unique. It curates the experience for a mother based on how she delivers. Instead of leaving our moms empty-handed, we equip them when they need us the most. I'm a mom. I also hold a doctorate, and I'm certified in pre- and postnatal fitness. I had such a challenging experience in postpartum that I was compelled to create a solution for every mother after me. By directly working with over 4,000 women in their postpartum journeys, I was able to utilize my hands-on experience, which became the catalyst for my comprehensive market research to ensure that Myri's solutions aligned perfectly with the struggles faced by mothers. With 200,000 users in 44 paying countries, with 6 figures in revenue, with 0 marketing spend in our beta product, we are leveraging these achievements to fuel our expansion. Our D2C experiences allowed us to capture invaluable market data, build a strong brand identity, and gain trust with healthcare professionals. We have built trust with all of these paying brands, and by the end of this month, we will have onboarded our next 20 employers, have multiple paid pilots with municipalities, and we are working to secure our first LOI with the health system. This is an $11 billion opportunity, and this is how we plan to serve this. During our time at Techstars, we were able to test these markets, and we have identified that there's a desperate need in these 4 areas. By the end of 2023, Myri is projected to have a revenue of $2 million. Myri is accessible, it's essential, and it's affordable. If you want to check on the health of a community, check on the health of a mom. Myri is here to raise the standard for postpartum care worldwide. The world builds tech for the future. It's time we build tech for moms who birth the future. Thank you.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
All right. Silence. And 2, and 3, and 4. Someone just got into a car crash. Fight or flight has taken over. Months with no car, a reduced quality of life, and guess what? Your recovery is now at the mercy of your insurance, who only cares about saving the next dollar. There has to be something, somewhere to help navigate you through this. Welcome to RekFix. I am a dedicated mathematician and advocate for accident victims everywhere. After witnessing the pain and devastation that an accident caused for so many of my friends and family, I knew I had to do something about this. All of my family has suffered from an accident, including my grandfather, who suffered 2 years with a broken rib cage just because his insurance refused to pay him a few $1,000s. Quite sad, I know. The accident space as a whole is outdated. With 6 million accidents happening each year, accident victims can't afford to have the time and experience to battle an insurance company. Service providers lose valuable business trying to wait on an insurance claim, and insurance companies lose $35 billion each year on inefficient claims processes. Well, how is this problem being solved today? Just take a look at the screens. Accident victims have to be the legal, financial, medical, and forensic experts, including keeping up with every piece of paperwork when talking to their insurance, all while trying to recover from an accident, mind you. I mean, who'd want to do that? And a perfect example of this is Brian. After suffering a car accident, he suffered PTSD, physical trauma, and financial hardship. But with RekFix, he was able to get the medical, legal, and financial support he needed, including getting his new car at half the price of his original. And how were we able to help Brian? Our technology detects the collision through your mobile device. Then we're going to give you end-to-end hand-holding guidance through the accident scene, the post-accident recovery, and claims process using AI, allowing you, the victim, to recover at no cost. So we take all that personalized data of the accident, streamline it and curate it to the best service providers available. In return, these service providers pay us a subscription for a high-volume, frictionless customer onboarding and retention of that customer because of our foundational AI models. And we get these accidents through existing service provider channels. We pay them a user and accident referral bonus, give them direct marketing access to that user and all of their affiliates, allowing the business to rapidly scale. And we're able to do this because a small referral bonus generates roughly 35x returns to RekFix. And we can ensure this because almost everybody that's been in an accident needs some type of service. And 1 trillion taxpayer dollars are being spent on vehicle accidents each year. And with no direct competitors, a ton of market validation, and a team who's all been in accidents, including John Ullman, who's exited 3 AI startups, we have experts in the insurance, automotive, personal injury, and towing space. Won't you join us and help accident victims everywhere? Thank you.
chop breakfast. Now everybody go chop breakfast.
Choco power for the result, oh. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I think when you by default and without any doubt, oh. I'm a me happy adult, oh. I no go feed the girl.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Burnett, I'm CEO of Brolly. If you live in America, you have flexible options to pay for the services you need. Like your car insurance, you get to pay monthly. It's a different story in Africa. You either have all the cash to pay your annual premiums upfront or you don't get coverage. I've seen firsthand how this impacts people. I've seen a school bus carrying children for a whole year without insurance because the school couldn't afford the annual premium without missing a teacher's salary. I've seen an Uber driver lose his right to drive, his livelihood, because he couldn't afford insurance. For 17 years, I was on the side of the problem. I knew something had to change. So 2 years ago, I left my job as a general manager of an insurance company to build a solution. And I'm excited to introduce an affordable and flexible new way for Africans to get the insurance coverage they need. For individuals and SMBs, we offer the flexibility to pay premiums daily, weekly, or monthly, and we provide the platform for every insurance company to offer flexible payments. We're solving first for auto insurance, which is mandatory for 80 million drivers in sub-Saharan Africa. When a driver checks a quote on our platform, she'll get a flexible payment quote along her income patterns. For example, an Uber driver will see daily payment options. We digitize the whole customer journey and we concurrently underwrite insurance and credit risk. We soft-launched our solution in partnership with Allianz in our first country in October last year. To date, we have achieved over 200,000 in premium, and we have another 400,000 in our pipeline. Our model is winning. Our model is winning, and in the last 3 weeks, we received interest from 7 of the leading providers in the Ghana market to join our platform. Now that begins the next phase of our development, which is our multi-provider platform, which launches in November 2023. We make money from transaction commissions and fees, and we're exploring subscriptions for add-on services to insurers. We are profitable on every transaction. We're going after a 6 billion income opportunity with massive TAM expansion possibilities. And we are just the right team to do this. We have the right mix of experiences in insurance sales and operations, marketing and partnerships, and payment software development. Insurance in Africa is a greenfield opportunity, and the time for flexible payments is right now. We're beginning with auto insurance in one country, but we have our eyes on the whole continent of Africa. As a matter of fact, we have just finished incorporation in our second country. We are building a future where the 1.4 billion and rapidly growing population of Africa can get access to the insurance coverage they need. We are inviting a community of passionate people who want to change the world. You can reach me at Bernard@Brolly.Africa or BERNARD@Brolly.Africa. And welcome to Ghana. I've liked being in Tulsa, and I'm inviting all of you to visit Ghana when you get the chance. Thank you so much.
If you can't tell, I'm here to talk about money. But first, I want you to imagine a world where small businesses don't exist. Your favorite restaurant, a gym, even the grocery store you go to buy food for your family just poof, disappeared. What if I told you that's already happening? $13 trillion in GDP has been lost since the year 2000. That number is set to double just in the next 5 years. Of course, the government has stepped in and said, absolutely not. Banks, you are going to fund these small businesses, giving them money when they need it. we're going to give you $800 billion to do it. How can a bank evaluate and fund a business they can't get an accurate picture of? The average business owner uses 7 to 12 tools to manage their finances, their data, and their expenses. And even though 80% of borrowers have never defaulted on a loan, less than 40% have access to the capital they need when they need it. Why? Legacy evaluation systems, going through to review applications manually, creates a demand that lenders cannot meet. Hi, my name is Jannae Gammage, serial entrepreneur, veteran, also newly an angel investor. And I've seen capital from every side of the spectrum. So I was working for the SBA post-COVID, helping small businesses with business development and attaining loans through their local community banks. And after seeing a small business owner go out of business while waiting for a lending decision, I talked to banks about their manual processes for about 9 months, and decided to start Foresight. Today's financial products should be powered by today's technology. Foresight is a platform that uses integration, automation, and decision science to help these credit and risk teams remove the manual processes from the lending cycle so they can make decisions in minutes, not months. And we understand that some applications do require a deeper dive. So Q4, we're releasing our lending assistant and AI co-pilot, Linda, to help credit and risk teams get a deeper dive on applications that require a human eye. This allows them to safely open doors to the underbanked and underserved while mitigating risk and removing bias. Our team is excellent. Please give them a hand. Banking veterans, operators, builders, me, have come together focused on execution and speed being our highest value of the company, which allow us to do some great things. Partnerships with Bank of America from the Federal Reserve, $1.5 million in sales to launch to our early adopters, CDFIs. With this, we unlock trillions of dollars in funding over the next 5 years. Thank you. We envision a new model for decision-making, one that combines AI and human comprehension to fund the banks that deserve it while also mitigating the risk for those who serve them. Join us in our mission to accelerate financial inclusion while also dispelling the myth that small businesses can't get funded. Thank you.
Skin girls, your skin just like pearls. You're back against the wall. I never trade you for anybody else. Say brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. You're best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Say
skin girl, your skin just like pearls.
Shout out to my brown skin girls. Hello, my name is Ashley Sims, and I'm the Managing Director of Build in Tulsa. Build in Tulsa's mission is to build the infrastructure to catalyze multi-generational Black wealth through tech and entrepreneurship. Our mission is alive on this stage today. I'm a Tulsa girl. This is my hometown. And growing up here, I'm gonna be honest, it was a little bit of a tale of two cities. Not to get too Dickensian on you, but there was a duality to this city. We are this beautiful mix of Midwestern nice and Southern hospitality. And yet we have this ugly history of that time when the white citizens turned on their Black neighbors, burned, looted, killed their way through the neighborhood that we're sitting in right now. We are a city that defines itself by its rugged individualism. We take so much pride and faith and a sense of community. And yet we have an ugly, shameful secret that if you grow up in the predominantly black side of town, North Tulsa, there is an 11-year life expectancy gap compared to growing up in the south side of town, the predominantly white area. We are one of the most generous places on the planet. We give away more charitable dollars right here per capita than almost any other place in the country. And yet, so many of our citizens are impoverished. So many do not see that pathway to the middle class or through the middle class. Many find the American dream elusive. This city has started to reckon with its past, started to reckon with its duality, face its history, and look into the future. Now, let me tell you, started to. We ain't done. It is hard, it is messy, it's imperfect and slow. But it is happening, as evidenced by the fact that we are sitting next to a museum that commemorates the pain and the pride of Greenwood in a city that once didn't talk about the race riot. So something special is happening here. Build in Tulsa is rooted in the legacy of Black Wall Street. The same spirit of entrepreneurship that ran through the city in the 20s is evidenced on this stage and throughout our founder network. The same ingenuity and innovation that led Tulsa to be the home of the most Black millionaires of anywhere in the country in the 1920s is present here today. For us, Black Wall Street is not a history lesson. This is a blueprint. It is a model for what happens when we build together, when we come together as a community. And that's what Build in Tulsa is about. We are proud to help founders like the ones in this room and those beyond this room to harness their human capital, their social capital, and their financial capital. We believe that when they have those three things, there is no limit to what they can achieve, especially those who've been overlooked, especially those who have been underestimated, especially those who have been underinvested in. So Build in Tulsa is doing the work. In the last 2 years, we've grown to a network of 324 entrepreneurs. Somebody say amen. We, along with our friends at Techstars, our friends at Act Tulsa, our friends at Lightship, have facilitated 4,000 plus hours of training and coaching. And we have invested $6 million in Black and brown-led startups. Those founders, the ones that were overlooked, the ones the Valley never heard of, have turned around and turned that $6 million and tripled that investment and raised more than $22 million for this community. That is what an inclusive economy looks like. That is adding vibrancy to this city. We're doing the work. We're not done, but we're doing the work. There's something special that is happening here. I am so proud of the Techstars team for shepherding these founders. I am proud of the Build in Tulsa team that has tirelessly advocated for this ecosystem. And I invite you to join us in this work. I want you to get back to hearing from these amazing founders, but I want to talk to them just for a moment. To my founders, my builders, my dreamers, you are not an aberration. You come from a long line of innovators, inventors, entrepreneurs. This is your history, your legacy, and your destiny. Make the most of this opportunity, and we are here with you. We are here to build with you. For the rest of you here tonight, I invite you to join us in this important work. You can build with us. You can help us show what an inclusive, innovative economy looks like. You can help prove the model that when we build together, we win together. Thank you so much for your time. Let's build.
You can get it if you really want.
Thank you. You can tell I'm not a dancer. Let's give it up again for Ashley. Hi, I am David Frankle, the CEO of Nayak.ai. And we believe that every salesperson can perform like a seasoned veteran. Salespeople face a dizzying array of information sources. And I understand this firsthand as a former salesperson. It felt like I was drowning in an abundance of data. And salespeople need to be able to dig through all of this, pick out the most important information, and share it with their prospects and customers at the right time. But the data volume is growing. And when I was in this position, it could feel confusing and overwhelming. And I would feel underprepared. So I wasn't performing at my best. And when salespeople don't perform, they leave. They're pushed out for performance management, or they quit. And this costs companies a lot of money, slows down momentum, and it lowers morale. If salespeople didn't need to worry about what information was important, they could focus on relationship building and the human connection. We provide a centralized platform where all of your company, customer, and product information resides to help salespeople cut through that noise and find the important information. This is the Nayak sales sidekick, because every sales hero needs a sales sidekick. It's a smart sales playbook that updates automatically with the latest best practices. And it shows salespeople the most relevant information when it's going to be most helpful. When other solutions are reactive, we're proactive. Here's how it works. Before a sales call, sellers can log into our web app and join a meeting with their sidekick. And the sidekick will help them develop a call plan. This sets the stage for success. And when they're on a call, sellers are like quarterbacks in the NFL, with a direct line of communication to their coach in their helmet. The sidekick listens in real time and provides real-time feedback, guidance, and support. The sidekick helps salespeople dig deeper without them even needing to think about it. And our initial tests show a 30% improvement in deal velocity. Traction is early but growing. In the last month, we've booked 6 customers with $10,000 ARR. And our team of experts ensures the platform's effectiveness. In terms of go-to-market, we're laser-focused on CEOs and fractional CROs at seed to Series B, B2B SaaS companies. This is our beachhead. But the larger market opportunity is $90 billion. I'm David Frankle. We are Nayak.ai, and we're on a mission to make B2B sales less transactional and more relational. Won't you join us? Thank you. Scan the QR code, go to our website, download our ebook. We just released it 2 days ago. Thank you.
Close the door. Let me give you what you've been waiting for. Baby, I got so much love to give, and I want to give it all to you. Close the door.
Before I start, I want to give a special shout out to my wife and my 3 kids at home. My wife Christine, appreciate all the help you've done, man. I couldn't do it without you. Okay, I'll start now. All right, so my name is Kareem Sargeant. I'm the founder, CEO of Vendeee. I've been a vending machine owner, operator for the past 10 years, and I manage around over 40 machines. Now, has anyone here ever used a vending machine? Great. Okay, great. Vending machines are a ubiquitous part of daily life. However, no one seems to know anything about this industry. So over the course of this demo, I'm going to cover the market, the pain points, and the solution. So the vending machine market is relatively huge. There's 6 million vending machines in the United States alone, producing over $36 billion in annual sales. However, no one's went to every school, warehouse to count how many machines there, and because it's a cash-based business, I'm going to be honest, no one reports everything. 70% of that market is made up of small owner-operators, such as myself, and that is our target market. So the problem with vending is that it's inefficient, it is cash-based, and it has limited access to banking. So most vending machine owner-operators are using credit cards or personal loans and using the proceeds from their vending route in order to pay back. So there's really no liquidity in that market. So we're providing a solution. So Vendeee is currently building the infrastructure to turn vending routes into a tradable asset class. So we're doing this, So we're doing this in 3 phases. We're automating, we're consolidating, and we're trading. Oh, I skipped one. Okay, here we go. So we've automated the process of refilling vending machines by using trained gig workers to refill vending machines. So think of your Uber driver, your DoorDash driver, Lyft, that could also be trained on how to fill a vending machine. So we've created a Vendeee job marketplace to source drivers, to fill machines. We've also created an LMS platform in order to train drivers on how to do so. And we've created the Vendeee driver mobile app that provides accountability measures for both the operator and the driver. The second phase we're building out is we've consolidated the market. So we're going to crowdsource capital in order to buy pre-existing vending routes, in which will give us access to the sales data, in which we could create an appraisal, a standardized appraisal for those vending machines and those vending routes, which leads us to our big swing, which we think is going to be the biggest play, is we're creating a primary and secondary market to trade vending routes. So we're creating liquidity out of an e-liquid asset, and we're going to be charging commissions and transaction fees. So what we've done so far is we've created, again, the Vendeee mobile app. We've been doing V1 since March 2022. We've also have the Vendeee job marketplace to source drivers. We've also created the driver training LMS platform to train drivers. I'm a fan of betting on myself, so I purchased a vending route in New Jersey for one of the previous operators that we worked with in New Jersey to prove out the concept. We have a large wait list of over 400 drivers and over 100 operators on a wait list, and we've partnered with a whitelist marketplace. Shout out to my boy Taroi to tokenize vending assets and start the trading of that. Our go-to-market is we're going to be laser-focused, shout out to Leavett, for on education. Because a lot of people use vending machines, but no one knows anything about this industry. So you want to create an educational platform to create an inbound marketing channel for people that are looking to get involved with vending, as well as we're going to start posting dividend payouts from that vending route we've purchased in New Jersey, and we're also going to be creating marketing material for the primary and secondary market to trade vending routes. The team, again, is made up of myself, Kareem Sargeant, my boy Frankle Larry, who's home watching this, the COO, and our product development guy who created the Vendeee mobile app, Zohe Braza. We believe that this is a huge market opportunity, and we don't really want anyone to miss it. We really think that this is going to be really, really big. So if you have any interest, if you're an investor that's looking to maybe purchase a vending route or get involved, or if you're a driver who might be looking for a job, scan the QR code, and my email is below. Thank you.
Place to be ending, but somewhere to start. No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
Hello, guys. I'm Leavett Biles, founder of Candidate Tools, and we're here to kill resumes. And by kill resumes, I mean eliminate the need to use resumes to judge talent for hiring. Now, the problem with resume recruiting, thank you. The problem with resume recruiting is that it costs too much, takes too long, and you can't possibly read enough resumes to make a good decision. That's the problem. We're the solution, Candidate Tools. Candidate Tools is web-based software as a service that's driven by AI. Here's how it works. You embed a Candidate Tools link into your ad. Candidates go to your link. We grade them and score them for skills and behavior. And then we just drop the top 2% into your email or any system of your choosing. That's it. Fast, efficient, frictionless pre-screening. This is how it looks when candidates come in. Score at the top, details at the bottom. This is how it looks 10 seconds later when you respond instantly to a candidate to let them know their status. Now, there's a diversity component to this. If you notice, there's no demographic information included here. You are judged strictly on skill and behavior. That's how we're going to change the world. Now, our market is huge. 76,000 companies in the United States that hire 14 people or more, or spend $250,000 or more a year on hiring. What we sell is 5 IP-based licenses. And for those, you get unlimited hires, $50,000 a year. Think about that. You can hire 14 people, or you can hire 14,000 people. Your cost never changes. The market is huge. Globally, $500 billion. Nationally, $3.8 billion. But we are laser focused on the North American English-speaking market for this software. The reason why we're going to get there, 1% in the first year, 5% by year 3, and 10% by year 5, is because our revenue formula is crystal clear. And here's where the magic happens. After our second year, with the renewals from software as a service, that's our industry, we renew at 92%. So we wake up every morning with 25 to 30% of our revenue goals already covered after year 1. So our KPIs are crystal clear. We know how to engage, value, and retain our clients. So we're bound to be successful with that revenue model. Now, our competition does a lot of things well, but nobody can do everything that we do. The most important thing is we have fixed costs for unlimited hires. Again, hire 14 people or hire 14,000 people. Your cost never changes. Now, we know we can beat them on prices. We know we have clear targets, and we know we can hire faster because in our 3 very successful pilots, we reduce hiring time from 1 year to 2 weeks. Thank you. Now, our team has decades of experience in both recruiting and in data analytics and in AI. Our previous clients have ranged from Sony, UBS, Charles Schwab, up to and including the White House and the Pentagon. Don't get much better than that. So whether you're an investor or you'd like a demo of the software, please contact me. I'll be standing to the right next to our banner. And there are 3 things I want you to remember tonight before you go. 1, we save you money. 2, we kill resumes. And number 3, and most important, we're moving to Tulsa, baby.
If you think I'm burning out, I never am. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Fireball.
Si tú eres latino, saca tu bandera.
Bienvenidos. My name is Jose Duenas, and as a first-generation American growing up in a migrant camp in Miami-Dade County, I was cared for by some amazing public health professionals in my life. From vaccines to physicals to living in a shelter to escape an abusive environment with my mom and brothers, the public health system provided services the best it could. SmartTracker is inspired by my experiences. COVID put public health on center stage, and we all saw how broken the system is. With over 60% of the US population, with the majority of them being people of color, uninsured, underinsured, or utilizing public health services, it was clear. It's not a public health problem, it's a healthcare infrastructure problem. Why? The competition doesn't understand it and can't meet the challenge. They offer complex and super expensive systems. They offer inflexible with limited use cases and antiquated tech. Sick patients can't wait years for tech deployments. SmartTracker reimagines a healthcare infrastructure problem into a population health solution. Imagine, in the next outbreak or pandemic, health officials being able to ID new symptoms like loss of taste or smell in days, not months. Imagine having access to data on medication reactions and side effects to save lives and fast-track pharma R&D. Guys, imagine AI being able to suggest to clinical staff of a potential chronic disease based off of data without having to order a lab, all on one platform. SmartTracker is a no-code SaaS electronic health record. Epic brought the US healthcare system into the digital age with a platform that was groundbreaking at the time. Today, SmartTracker is liberating healthcare from a broken infrastructure that's slow, inflexible, and bound by siloed data. The US EHR market is over $28 billion today and will grow to $44 billion by 2032. What an amazing opportunity. Now, with all this aggregated data from local cities, counties, and states, we will have a population health data set that has never been seen before, and infinite use cases commercially. In fact, we anticipate our data as a service revenue to explode in the coming years. Our SaaS, professional services, and AI model are on track to generate over $2.4 million in the next 12 months. Thank you. We have already generated $800,000 in revenue in the last 2 years and $286 in ARR. Our team has over 30 years of experience in the healthcare space with top names in SaaS and EHR. We know the space, the tools, and the data stakeholders need to transform healthcare. Now, the public health vision has never been fully realized since its inception. We are here to not only realize that vision, but to take it to a place no one imagined it could go. Again, my name is Jose Duenas. I hope you join us on this mission to reimagining healthcare for all. Thank you.
Welcome to Ace Rodney. Big talks for the superstars. Tonight, great guest, the incredible.
So what we found as a part of the accelerator is that Techstars, the family itself, has been great to be a part of. We've also enjoyed being a part of the ecosystem here in Tulsa specifically. We've had an opportunity to really start bringing our company into the next phase of growth.
Before we had a fully fledged product, we had launched already, we were already generating revenue. I think that one of the main things that Techstars has done has been able to connect me with other founders. We're all in the struggle together, being able to really take what is Embark and boiling it down into a bite-sized, easy to explain short story.
While being at Techstars, it's been extremely valuable to be around other founders who are also working towards those goals and moving those needles has been very beneficial. This community has been amazing.
Tremendously valuable. All the connections I've made with the other founders and the program team.
Kind of a whirlwind in a good way. We've gotten introductions to pretty much anyone that's relevant to us in Tulsa.
So we were able to get some traction with a few vending operators. So just having access to this broad network of really brilliant minds when it comes to business.
Techstars has really given us a family, but to be the top 1% of entrepreneurs is amazing because they get it.
You know, every day as founders, we wake up and we try to achieve the impossible. To be here in Black Wall Street means so much. Not just fighting for a seat at the table, but being able to build our own. Since graduating the program, obviously just being able to have a seat at the table, especially, considering, in my race for being able to get into certain rooms that, before I wasn't able to get into, has been pretty powerful.
Post-program, Techstars has been a really good partner helping us in touch with more people, expanding our network.
When I came here, I knew that there were three things I needed: education, resources, and capital. And I think about legacy, and I can bring hope to others.
So thank you to the team, Trey Baker, Leticia, Brittany, James, Brandon, and everyone who's been extremely supportive in making this Cohort 2 phenomenal.
Welcome to Ace Rodney, big talks for the superstars. Tonight, great guest, the incredible.
Good evening. My name is Matthew Burnett, and I'm the CEO of Embark.Live, business expert television. In short, Embark is masterclass for expert knowledge workers looking to share their expertise with businesses. What business love about us is that we cut the expense of working with these experts by 50%. But the experts love us because we multiply their annual revenue by 5 to 10x. Take Shan, for example. She's one of our first experts to join, and she typically made about $50,000 per year in consultations. However, with Embark, in 3 short months, she was able to make $250,000. How'd she do it? Well, in short, most of these experts, over 90% of them, work with businesses on a one-by-one basis. It's slow, it's arduous, and it does not scale. What we figured out at Embark is how to enable these experts to be able to service a multitude of businesses simultaneously through group workshops, live stream events, and pre-recorded videos. But it's not just working for the experts, it's working for the businesses too. This is Charlotte. She's one of the first businesses to join. And as you can see, in 3 short months, she's up to watching 80 videos per month. Not only that, the more videos that she watches, the more experts that she's booking for projects. She's even rebooking experts directly on the platform. That's real stickiness. The business model is very simple. We charge an annual subscription for every business that joins, and then we take a 20% cut off of every paid event that takes place on the site. Once a business finds the right expert for them, we take a 15% cut off of every transaction that takes place. And I'm excited to tell you tonight that our first enterprise client is Techstars. So thank you so much, Techstars. And thank you so much, Build in Tulsa. One of the key findings that we've had while we've been in the program is that businesses are not just using us to find external experts. All of our businesses have internal experts, and they're using our software to be able to create onboarding as well as upskilling content for their own teams. But we're not the first people at the party. There's 2 primary types of competitors. In the content space, you have Udemy and Masterclass, which are great, but you can't hire anybody on there. Or you have the marketplaces like Top Talent, Upwork, which are fantastic to find people. However, you don't get a chance to see them in action before you hire them. That makes every single hire that you make a gamble. We've made a lot of progress while we've been in the accelerator, over 2,000 businesses, and we've made over $300,000 in paid events. Myself and my business partner Geraldo over there, we've worked together for over 3 years, and this is our second VC-backed company. And just wanted to give you a sneak peek into our 2024 product, in which we're using AI to bubble up the best-in-class experts based upon each business need. So no longer will you have to take weeks to be able to find these experts. We'll already have the table set for you. So if you're a company, trade show, conference, or investor, please scan the QR code and join us. Thank you.
Oh.
bye bye, chicka boom bye bye. Boom bye bye, chicka boom bye bye.
There we go. Hey everybody, I'm Dominic Niolu. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Taroi Finance, and we're digitizing private markets. Oops. Private markets are worth over $10 trillion, and over $100 billion flows into early stage US startups alone every year. But all of that money still relies on paper contracts, manual investment processes, and siloed data systems to keep track of investors. For founders, it's still a struggle to track who's investing in your company, when, and how much they own, even with cap table management systems like Carta that require you to manually update them with every investment. And for investors themselves, this same lack of infrastructure limits the ability for a liquid secondary market to form at scale. At Taroi, we're digitizing and automating the entire venture investing process while providing seamless access to a liquid secondary market, all on one platform. For founders, you simply log in, create an investment portal that you can you can direct your investors to in order to raise capital and track them through a fully automated cap table that you never have to touch again. And for investors themselves, you get a point-and-click investing experience, all with access to a secondary market on one comprehensive platform. So why do this now? This problem has literally always existed since investing began. Well, the venture world is at a boiling point. Back in the 90s, when modern VCs started, companies would go public after about 4 years and at a $500 million market cap. Fast forward to today, and that investment horizon has extended past a decade, and companies are already worth billions by the time they go public. With less than 5% of any of that equity trading on a secondary market before an IPO, this has left over $1 trillion locked up in vintage VC funds just sitting on the sidelines. And our team is acutely familiar with this problem. We've spent decades in private equity, venture capital, securities law, and building complex fintech products at some of the biggest companies and financial institutions in the entire world. So we've been in the chair that investors are in and as founders. And that's how we've been able to garner over $110,000 in revenue in less than 3 months. Thank you. Through 3 marketplace partners, including Vendeee, and we've recently partnered with Techstars to provide a white label marketplace for their portfolio companies to raise capital on, starting with our very own Build in Tulsa Techstars Accelerator. And this problem isn't actually specific to the venture world. This exists in all private markets. Anything you want to invest in, whether it's vending machines, real estate, or venture equity, everyone needs Taroi. We can service the entire private market. So if you are a founder raising capital, be smart, pay attention to your core business, and stop messing around with your cap table. Raise using Taroi. And if you're an investor, de-risk your investment. Get a sense of your real investment horizon. Invest on Taroi. Thank you.
Cause it don't mean nothing, don't care where you've been. All that matters is you keep pushing. It ain't nothing too hard, you can do all things. Nothing in my way, I keep striving. Don't you let the struggle paralyze your dreams. I had to realize the warrior in me.
Hey y'all. I would like to introduce you all to Michelle. Michelle is the CEO of a mid-sized software company, and she's missed her growth targets for more than 2 quarters. And this after poring over data and dashboards for months on end, and still being unable to answer the key questions for most businesses. What actions do I take, and why? My name is Teasha Cable, and I am CEO and co-founder of CModel. And CModel exists to create an opportunity for companies like Michelle's to thrive. Now, Michelle, she needs to demonstrate a path to growth. One, where her revenues grow by 20 million and her expenses are kept at 60%. And her company is just like the 230,000 companies in our initial target market who are going to be spending $117 billion per year to answer these questions. Now, Michelle has made investments in big data, but data is like having a paper map. It's helpful, but it's complex. She's also made some investments in big models. We all love AI, but alone, it has no context, it has no way of connecting her actions to her outcomes, and no way of ensuring that she makes it to the $20 million destination. What Michelle doesn't need is any more information. She needs answers, and this is why we created Cora. Cora is an AI-enabled web app that uses decision intelligence to help business leaders navigate complex business decisions as easily as they would use GPS to get to their destination. Let me show you exactly how Cora would help Michelle to find her path to growth. First, she would help her to create a decision model, one with recommended actions and recommended KPIs. Then, she would tell her what's outside that could impact her decisions. Next, she helps her to convert that decision model into a plan where she can collaborate with her team. She can connect her data sources for real-time actuals and projections on her KPIs. She can continually monitor the connections between her actions and her outcomes to mitigate the risks of unintended consequences. And should she find that she's not on track to meet the $20 million goal, she can simulate better decisions to get there. She'll see what happens when she takes different actions and compare one action to another relative to the outcome and her P&L. And she can do this over and over again in minutes, not months. Since launching in July of 2022, we have over 200,000 in ARR from our first 8 customers, and we're currently launching, thank you, we're in the process of launching V2 right now and have already onboarded 12 new customers in private beta, a wait list of nearly 200 and over $300,000 in qualified pipeline. So, that's why we know that now is the time for answers. So we'd like you to use this QR code and join us on our mission to transform business leaders into outcome-focused visionaries with big decisions.
Bad then, you ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense. You already had them. Work at 8 a.m., finish round 5. All down, you don't see them outside. Yeah, they don't really be the same offline. You know dog days, you know hard times. Doing overtime for the last month. Saturday, call the girls, get them gassed up. Gotta hit the club, gotta make that jump. Gotta hit the club like.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Osa Aihie.
And my name is Virginia Chau. Together, we are the founders of GrantVEST, that's democratizing alternative capital like grants, tax credits on one central platform.
Now, we've all heard the saying, more money, more problems. But the real issue is on the screen behind us.
$200 billion. That is the number in unused grants every year for businesses. And oftentimes, they actually get redistributed to administrative funds, which means it's not funding us. So imagine you are Chris, who is a startup founder in storage energy solution. Chris has 3 main problems. 1, he doesn't know where the grants are. 2, he doesn't know if he's eligible. And 3, does he actually have the time and the expertise to apply? If Chris does not answer these questions, he just missed out on $500,000. Just like other founders, Osa and I have personally experienced this pain and loss. which is what motivated us to create this scalable solution.
GrantVEST is a fintech platform that matches companies to alternative capital, such as grants, tax credits, and the resource needed to win them. And we do it in 3 simple steps: create a process, get matched opportunities, and apply using AI. And in doing so, we've reduced the time it takes to find the right opportunity from 15 hours to 15 minutes, effectively cutting costs by 50%. Our business model has 2 revenue streams. The first is a subscription-based fee for accessing our matching platform, and the second is a processing fee for doing things such as writing your grants.
This is a $19 billion opportunity, but the timing is now because of the $1.2 trillion in the bipartisan infrastructure bill and the Inflation Reduction Act. So we chose a team of advisors that have navigated this legacy industry for decades. But you choose us because we actually have moved $1 billion in our common capital as grantors, grant writers, and grantees. Yes, exactly. As previous startup founders and first-generation Americans, we understand how to navigate an undefined journey. My name is Virginia again. I'm a corporate attorney that has advised other SMBs. I've also sat and currently sit on investment committees at the federal and state level to review grants.
And again, my name is Aihie, and in addition to working as an executive for early-stage startups, I've also co-led investment programs at the largest CDFI in Colorado. That's why even the White House chose us.
What? Come on, guys.
We've conducted sprints with their Office of Science and Technology Policy, the Department of Commerce, and the Census Bureau. And in less than 3 months, we've amassed over $150,000 of revenue in our pipeline.
Yep.
GrantVEST is so much more than a fintech platform. It's a bridge connecting the public and the private sector, a mechanism to increase job opportunities, infrastructure investment, and innovation. That's why tonight we invite you all to not only invest in us, but in the millions of companies that we will empower and the billions of lives that they will change. And as my amazing co-founder said earlier, there is no better time than right here and right now. Thank you so much.
Whole lot of passion. Passion. If I don't do nothing else with you.
All right. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, iron. All right. Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate this significant moment for these companies here in historic Greenwood. And I especially want you to give it up for Trey, James, Brittany, Leticia, and the whole team. My name is Miles Dotson. I'm a Techstars alum. I'm one of the co-GPs at DevLand Innovation and the VC in residence for this cohort. I am truly honored to be here and leave you with some final words. My company, DevLand, rapidly propelled forward on our journey when Devon and I arrived in Tulsa in early 2021 in partnership with Atento Capital. The possibilities for founders, especially diverse founders, have continued to expound. Now, in 2023, the long arm of support being offered by Build in Tulsa, Techstars, and many funding partners has been instrumental in fostering the growth of new companies on the same soil as Black Wall Street. I extend my gratitude to our predecessors and present leaders creating outcomes here, and also new contributors that will become inspired founders and funders. You most likely are right here in the room. But I have to say this: effective startup leaders prioritize building better, not just for themselves, but for their teams too. They listen keenly to unique customer needs and quickly experiment, pivoting away from ineffective ideas. While you've heard the high-level narrative of the work presented today, I encourage you to approach the founders whose work resonates with you at their stations around the room. Each founder represents a unique set of opportunities and challenges they've committed their time building for. These founders have submitted themselves to something I know personally as a form of voluntary self-torture. But for every unit of time that they've contributed, it will yield endless possibilities. Fueling the growth of the underestimated ventures here, being a resource to others, and giving first at the heart of my passion for startup and venture. I hope maybe you share this perspective. Take a moment to imagine the potential impact you can have by supporting these founders with your networks, expertise, and resources. Turn to your neighbor and repeat after me. How can I support these founders? As I close, I would like our founders to please remember that modesty may not serve you well when breaking through barriers and overcoming obstacles in your business journey to success. Be kind and aware within your close circles, but when engaging with others externally, be bolder, shine a light on the amazing work you're doing. Speak boldly about your learnings and experiments that may have yielded failures. Be unafraid to shine more light on yourself. Hold on now, I know that. Expand your confidence and compassion as the work you're doing is challenging. Be relentless and more visible in your pursuit to success. Make everyone a believer. And for those who don't believe, you can fill in the blank. Thank you all once again for being a part of this celebration, and give it up one more time for our amazing founders. Come on, you can do better than that.